Okay, hello, this is Silver. Alright, I'm going to show you a quick mechanics guide on how to do the puzzles. Now, first off, you have to understand that at the end of every puzzle, like at these 4 squares, if one of the puzzle pieces is supposed to be here, and the other is supposed to be here, and they're on opposite sides, that means that the puzzle cannot be completed, so you have to drop it, and then do it again. Like you drop it, pick it up, drop it and talk to the person and then do it again. Okay, so first off, it's nice to have OS buddy or at least a picture of the puzzle. Okay, so now, just mess this up a little bit. Okay, so now since so now how it works is with this, you have to figure out these two, then these these 4, then these 6, then these 6, then these 2, then these 4, then these 6, and you get this line, then you work on these. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this picture. Hold on, let me actually check if you can see that. Okay, yeah, I checked on the Bandicam thing. You can see it. Okay, so now first off, we want to get these 4 right here. So what we have to do, and this is very important because every puzzle is different and some are very tricky. Like this one right here is very tricky, where like you have these 2 and these 2. So like this one goes from up to down, and this one goes from down to up, from left to right. That's why you have to be very careful. And there's master clues where they're even more tricky. They're meant to like lead you off. Okay, so first we have to decide on this part right here what goes. So this cloud piece right here and this cloud piece right here. So we want to do, now we have to decide what goes here. So it's this part right here. Okay, now we do these 3 squares. Okay, so this right here, okay, these 2 right here, so that's correct. Now we do these 3 squares. Alright, so we have this, we have this, and we have this. Okay, so how this works is because, alright, say if, say if it was like this, it's kind of confusing on how to know where to put it. So what you do is you have you put this 2 spaces over. Whoopsie, hold on, I'm fucking up. Okay. You have something in here, this over here. Basically, this piece right here goes right here. You need something filling this gap. If this piece right here was over here, and there was something wrong in here, you have to first put this over here, and then move this over here and fill this. So right now we filled this. I'll show you in a little bit, in a little fucking bit, because I can't explain it really well until we get there. Okay, so now this is halfway done, which it'll get harder in a little bit. So this has to go right here. Okay, so and we're looking at these 2. This goes right here. This goes right here. Now we're looking at how to get this right here, which we can't move this and we can't move this. So as I said before, we want to fill this gap right here. And then we move this over here, and then boom. So I'll do that again. If this was right here and something was right here, you move it. First you move this over here. Hold on. Okay, so See how we have this gap filled? I'm right here. This gap is filled. Now we move this over here. Okay. If it was like this, where this gap is filled, we move this, fill this gap right here, and you can rewind the video if you need to, and then unfill the gap. So again, this gap is filled. Unfill the gap. Okay, so fill the gap. Very simple. Okay, now we got this right here and this right here. This goes right here. Now we need the road. This thing right here is the road, I think. Right? No. Hold on. Very, very important. You have to know what it is. Okay, so now we can't put this over here because of this, right? So what we do is we move this over here, fill the gap, and then unfill it. Okay? So I'm going to do that again. Okay? We put something in here, unfill the gap. Oop, my bad. So we're going to have this over here, unfill the gap, put it right there. Very simple. You can rewind if it gets confusing, because I'm not going to go over this super much because I'm running out of time. Got 10 minutes left to do this. So now we got this right here. We want to find the thing that goes there. It's this right here. I'm sorry, it's this right here. So now we want to do this. Okay. Now since this needs to go right here, but this is here, so you can't really move this. What we do is move this back. Okay, and now this place has to be filled. We're going to move this right here, fill the gap. So there's something here that's filling the gap. And we move this back over here beside it. Okay, and we unfill the gap. Okay, now this is very important because this is the most confusing part. The end of the puzzle is the hardest part. Like everybody always says, like, hold on. Okay, so now that we messed it up, this is actually supposed to be right here, and this happens a lot during these puzzles. You fuck up. Okay, but we can't move everything. So everything else in this puzzle is wrong, except for these two parts. All these. Oh, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Everything else in this puzzle does not matter except for these two parts right here. Nothing matters. We can put everything back. So we're gonna move all of this. So now this is correct. Okay? Okay. So now we have to get this right here. We're going to use the same tactic. Move this back. Fill the gap. Okay, so let me explain to you how I did that again. You ignore everything. You fill the gap. This has to go right here. This has to go right here. You just move everything else out of the way and focus on these two squares. These two right here. Alright? Now we got this correct. So now we have to get these two correct. So what we want to do, move this over here. Hold on. We're going to do these. We're going to move this 2 spaces west or east of this one. And then we're going to move this over here. Oop, wrong way. Hold on. Let me actually remember this. Okay, wrong way. This is supposed to be right here. Now we're gonna have this one filling the gap. So we're gonna move this and this place's territory and fill the gap. Boom. Okay. So now we're at the most confusing part of the puzzle. We have to know where everything goes, right here. Okay, so this is supposed to go here. 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 So first off, we're going to work on these two. Obviously, this is supposed to go here. And this... That's unfair. Let's mess it up a little bit. This was already solved, this part of it. Okay, so we want to get these two parts, right? First, we're going to do this. So this is right here, right here. Okay, and the trick is this middle part right here. This middle part right here. Now we're going to get this. Move it right here. Alright, now we're going to put the thing that goes here into this territory. Fill the gap. And then move it out. Okay? Then we just finish this part. This part should be all finished. Okay, now there's something very important because like I said it at the beginning of this puzzle, and it's kind of hard to understand if this is right here or these two are, hold on, okay, if these last three pieces are messed up to where like you can't finish them and you're always messing around and you followed my things, but like I think this has to be over here, like here, let me see. Okay, yeah, this would be over here. I don't remember, but like, so very rarely, not that often, sometimes puzzles are unsolvable. It's very rare to happen, but they are. And if that happens, all you do is go over here, drop option, and then talk to him again. But you don't need to do that because you already completed it. If you have the rare thing where like the two puzzles are the three last pieces are not solving. If you followed the way I did it, and the two last pieces are not solving, that's a if they're like in a different order, that is a rare option to where like the puzzle is unsolvable. You just drop it and talk to him again because they're out of order. Like this piece right here, this piece right here, and you can't make him go correctly, and it's the last three pieces. That's all. Alright, it concludes it from my puzzle guide. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.